we're going to hear from Jennifer Pecher. You know, a lot of us talk about how Hawaii has the lowest rate of home ownership among young adults under the age of 35. The New York Times came out with a story that admitted that finding earlier this year. We don't talk enough about renting. I stay renting. A lot of Gen Z people, we're all renting. Jennifer, can you talk a little bit about what AUW is doing to help folks find resources?
Sure. So resources are kind of my jam. I oversee the statewide 211 helpline. This is very personal for me because I have two Gen Zers who are on the mainland who don't think that they can own a home here, right? My daughter got married 2 years ago and she wants to buy a home and she is looking in literally every state but this one. I would love to come home, but I can't. I know I can't afford in Hawaii, and that is so hard to hear, right? We want her to come home. So what we're doing at 211 is every single day we take hundreds of calls from community. And in the 5 years that I've been at Aloha United Way, the number one reason people call us has always been housing. Housing, housing, housing. Rental assistance, deposit assistance, you know, and when we looked at that, we started thinking, okay, at 211, what is our kuleana here? How can we help move the needle in our lane and doing what we do? And so one of the things that we did was my counterpart, the Vice President for Community Impact, and she oversees our ALICE initiative. We got together and we created this, what we see as the current housing ecosystem. We all know it's way messier than this, right? So this is a very simplified version. But one of the things that you'll notice about what we view as the current ecosystem is that it's heavily reliant, if you look at that diamond, it's heavily reliant on interventions. Do you happen to see the news when a new affordable housing complex opened up? Then maybe you could get on the waiting list, right? Do you have a really great social worker? Maybe they have a relationship, right? And so as we were looking at what is truly 211's kuleana in helping to move this forward, we thought, okay, well, what we do best at 211 is accessibility. Everyone in the state of Hawaii, if you are physically within the state of Hawaii, regardless of what your area code is on your cell phone, you will reach our local call center. We are staffed by your neighbors, right? We can say your street name, we can say your name, right? and all we want to do is help our neighbors. And so as we're looking at this ecosystem, we were like, okay, so the problem is accessibility as we see it, right? And this is where we can help. And so if you look at it, it also aligns with the ALICE data in that, you know, you kind of go through the system, right? And you might get a voucher and you might get into kauhale and you might become self-sufficient, and we hope you do. But if you don't, what happens to you? Right? Do you repeat the process? Do you become homeless? Do you out-migrate, which is what our ALICE data is showing us? So here's what we created, and we ran a pilot. So this is the dream, guys. It's called the Hawaii Affordable Housing Resource Portal. And what we're looking to do here is to create accessibility for everyone. If you look on the left side, that is all of our at-risk folks, all of our interventions, kauhale, government-funded programs and vouchers. They come in through 211. Our specialists will walk with the person, right? This is about self-determination, choosing where you want to live, and connect them with the affordable housing opportunity that matches their needs. And so the dream here is, can we get every single affordable housing unit in the 211 database? We have over 4,000 resources in our database. One of the cool things about this living with 211 is not only would we have all of these affordable housing resources, our database sits on Salesforce, so we would have the technologies, right, that are available to us to do things like maybe a universal rental application for affordable housing, right? We have the technology available to us to build a parallel, searchable, and this is like 3.0 version, right? I'm dreaming here, but a searchable affordable housing database that we could house in 211. Oh, and by the way, we're 211. So if you call us up and you say, I would love to join your program, but I need help with a deposit. So we're gonna look in our database and see if there's a community partner that's offering a relief program that you qualify for. We're going to offer you food resources, SNAP resources, healthcare, kapuna, keiki care, so that we can support you in kind of your whole housing journey. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
You guys are doing a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.